video. So this is a routine to strengthen the back to help alleviate back pain. As always, your yoga teacher is not qualified in a medical sense, so first rule, listen to your body, not the teacher, and get advice from your healthcare provider if this is going to be good for you, especially if you're dealing with some pain, if you've undergone surgery or anything like that. So the first thing to do before doing any routine, I think that's useful before a physical therapy routine, is to relax the body. So often in life, I came into yoga in order to alleviate pain that I experienced in my cervical spine. And one of the things that I had to really learn was body awareness, being grounded in the body. When we're younger, we're much more present in our body. And as our minds get more complicated as we grow up, we can become more sort of detached, even dissociated with our bodies. So a good practice is to begin any routine like this with a few minutes just going into the body. So taking some deep breaths, inhaling through the nose, maybe sighing out the mouth. That feels good, and that's something you can do throughout your day. You know, when you're between tasks, when you're going from the computer to the bathroom, when you're entering your house, when you get into your car before you drive, just inhaling a few deep breaths, expanding the belly, and then exhaling, relaxation. And then we'll go through the body and relax it. So we can, the way I like to do this is inhale my awareness. So we can't be thinking blah, blah, blah. We can't be thinking about, oh, I gotta pick up my dry cleaning, and have a body awareness. So in the beginning, when we try to get out of the ongoing thought process in the mind, it can be a difficult task, but with practice, these things get easier and our mind gets programmed. So I like to inhale awareness to the crown of my head, and then exhale, imagining a waterfall of relaxation is washing through my whole being. So it's good to sit cross-legged, even if you have to sit like this. In the beginning, that's okay. Eventually, some of these things we'll be doing will open up our hips, and we'll be able to sit like this more comfortably with a straight lower spine. So first, we can do a few of these inhales to the crown and exhale, relaxation. And we can go through the body, make sure the shoulders are not hunched up, but are relaxed back and down. So we can roll the shoulders down. We can shake out the arms, relaxing the hips, the belly, the legs. And throughout this practice, these movements are relatively easy, but what takes a lot of practice and is more challenging is not running tirelessly into the mind, which can also be associated with tension in the body. I know for me, I would automatically just tense up my shoulders when I went to write on the computer because I programmed myself to do that. And as this program grew in intensity over years, it took years to really deprogram that. So what we can do to deal with the thoughts is just label them. So if we're planning for the future, we say future planning. If we're remembering something in the past, we say remembering the past. If we're thinking about what we should have said in the argument, we say, thinking about what I should have said in the argument. So that sort of diffuses the thoughts, because normally when we try to quiet the mind, we notice just how loud it is and how thoughts kind of randomly leave one after another. So we interrupt the train of thought by just saying, I'm future planning, and then we bring our awareness maybe back to the breath. I want to keep a deep inhale, a full exhale. You can exhale through the mouth or through the nose as is comfortable. Usually through the mouth, we can relax a little more. And if you have pain somewhere in the body, if you have pain in the shoulder, this is something that's good to do throughout the day. So we inhale into the shoulder, and obviously the lungs are here, so we're not actually inhaling into the shoulder, but what we're doing is we are pretending like our shoulder is the lungs, and you can really feel this. So we inhale, relaxation, and we exhale, relaxation. For instance, the right shoulder, if we have lower spine pain, throughout the day, not just in this routine, but just when you Notice you have maybe a little bit of time, maybe you're a target waiting in line. We can practice, and rather than letting the mind go blah, 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 we inhale the lower back. We exhale. So you want to spend a few minutes just walking through the body, relaxing the arms, relaxing the legs, the ankles. And then our first thing that we'll do, the first movement we'll call it, is to bring our legs straight out in front of us. We want to bring the toes towards us. We don't want to do it with the sort of intensity you learn playing Western sports of pushing yourself. Physical therapy and yoga, I think, are best accomplished when we bring a greater relaxation rather than working towards a greater intensity. So with our feet out in front of us, ankles flexed, so toes pointing up, but they're not floppy. We'll inhale, and very often our lower spine will be crouching, but we want to, as much as possible, we can even put some bend in the knees. So maybe you look like this, maybe you look like this, maybe you look like this. So this is the yoga pose, Dandasana, the staff pose. So we want to not just be here loosely, but we want to, engage the muscles of the lower spine. We want to bring the shoulders back and down. We want to feel our crown like reaching up. And then we'll inhale, making a big circle with our hands. And then we'll exhale, bending forward from the hips. And then we'll be aware, like there's tension cropping up in my face. Am I clenching my jaw? Am I future planning? If we do, we just notice, I'm future planning. And it's a full inhale up. Exhaling down. Paint then the legs with our fingertips, and we'll be aware. We want to feel what it feels like to have our fingertips touch the leg. And once you get this routine, you can do it for longer than I'll have indicated in this video. And then we'll end this one by inhaling up, straightening the lower spine, and then just folding forward from the hips. Maybe we touch the toes, maybe we touch the shin. And what we want to continue to engage is strengthening the lower spine. So this is providing a full stretch in the back of the legs. And we want to enhance that stretch. We don't want the feet to be floppy, but we want to engage them. And we're staying here for 10 breaths. Keeping the muscles of the lower spine engaged. Full inhale. With each inhale, we can straighten the lower spine. With each exhale, further bend from the hips forward. Just these micro adjustments, because otherwise we'll start to just slouch and drift away from it. We want to stay strong in the posture. Full inhale. Calming inhale. Relaxing exhale. Great. So the next thing that we'll do is called the cobra in yoga. So we will lie on our belly like this, and we can start like this. This is the crocodile in yoga. So we want our face and jaw to be completely relaxed, and we're really not engaging much. There's a little bit of bicep engagement. Keep the hands up, but we just want to just relax the lower spine. So what we can do is we can move our awareness up and down the spine. So we inhale, we bring the awareness from the tailbone all the way up the front of the body to here, and then when we exhale, it's like a waterfall is rolling down the crown of the head back to the tailbone. Thinking of each move of the awareness like we're soothing and relaxing the body. And with each exhale is a waterfall of relaxation washing from the crown to the tailbone. Staying for 10 breaths like this. And our feet, if we're wondering where our feet are, I'm not sure if you can see in the camera, but the tops of our feet are on the ground and the soles of our feet are facing upwards. It's good to breathe like this. It's nice to relax. We won't help ourselves if we are tensing in these postures. So we want to, if we're planning for what we're going to have for lunch, we're not keeping our awareness in the body, keeping everything that doesn't need to be engaged to hold the posture relaxed. So we are staying in the body, staying in a deep inhale and relaxing. Mosquito flying in front of the camera. Get out of here, mosquito. So next we'll come to that's called the Sphinx pose. So our feet, our hands are in front of us like the Sphinx. Provides a greater stretch in the lower spine. And continue to keep our awareness coming up from the genitals to the forehead on the inhale, and then on the exhale imagine a waterfall of relaxation through the breath coming from the crown to the tailbone. And finally we've come to what's called Cobra. So we're coming down and we are bringing our hands here, but the first lift comes as far as we can from the lower back strength. So we go up, and then when our lower back can't lift us anymore, we bring our hands to use their strength to push us up, and we roll the shoulders back and down. We don't want to be like this with the shoulders by the ears. So shoulders are rolled back and down, tops of the feet on the ground. Awareness in the body. It might be, especially at first, to hold for very long. It's okay. Every day we improve. And then what we're going to do is a dynamic motion. So we're going to inhale and look over our left shoulder. We're going to check on our left foot. We want it to be straight, not going to either way, to even. We exhale to the front, and we inhale. We look over our right shoulder. Exhale to the front. Inhale. Over the left shoulder. Exhale to the front. Continuing like this. As long as we can. As long as it feels comfortable for the body. Keeping the awareness on. Keeping the spine relaxed, the breath full. And we can even sigh like this. And then we will want to do a counter movement because we've been flexing the back one way in the last two moves. So we're going to just sit on our knees. We're going to bring our hands out in front of us and exhale the forehead to the mat. This child's pose in yoga. And all we need to do in this position is keep the breath deep and relax any tension we find. So you may find like this is one you like to hold for a long time. This is one you can do at any point in the day if you just need a little relaxation. This is a great one. And in this one you can inhale into your heart and exhale from the heart. Full deep breaths, filling the belly with air. Sighing like that is very much encouraged too. So that one I do want to like to stay in for a long time. So the next thing we'll do is called cat and cow. So we are bringing top of the foot onto the mat. So soles are facing up. We want to bring our knees underneath the hips. Bring the hips a little bit here. Our hands we want to be beneath the shoulders. And then we'll inhale, and imagine you're trying to bring the crown of your head to your tailbone. Looking up, relaxed face and jaw, and then we exhale, bringing the chin to the chest and bringing the tailbone down. Inhale, we look up, bringing the crown to the tailbone. Exhale. Bring ourselves to the tailbone top again, and then we'll inhale, we'll bring the right arm up, we're following it with our gaze, with a relaxed face and jaw. We exhale, we're bringing it down. Inhale, left hand's going up, exhale, it's coming down. Maybe doing 5 on each side. And then we'll thread the needle. So after you do 5 on each side, we'll start with the left hand. We'll bring it underneath the right arm, and then we'll bring our left ear to the mat, and then we'll inhale the right arm up. This is very good for the cervical spine. And staying here for, say, 10 breaths. With each inhale, we're just relaxing. The tailbone can reach back, kind of pull the tailbone back, with providing some traction on the lower spine. Ready to come out, we inhale the right arm up, exhale it down, inhale to come back to our tabletop. Exhale here, maybe doing another cat and cow. If you find yourself tensing, we can not just shake, it doesn't need to be static like military style. So then we'll inhale the right arm up, and then we'll exhale, we're threading it under the left arm, bringing our right ear to the mat. We're inhaling then our left arm up, draping it over the lower spine. And we are taking full breaths here and relaxing. Then we'll inhale the left arm up, exhaling it down. And if you have limited time, gotta get to work, gotta get the kids to school, this is where you can stop. One stopping point for the shorter routine, which then you just lay with the legs spread slightly, arms at a 45-degree angle. And then just do the guided relaxation. Don't go running away into thoughts, keep your awareness in the body, relaxing any tension you find here. But if you do have more time, this is a really good one to do. Bringing the knees to the chest and then just rocking back and forth, massaging the lower spine. This is a great one. Keeping the breath full, the exhale soothing. And then we'll stop, and we're just applying slight pressure by hugging the arms in to bring the knees a little bit closer to the chest. This is very good for the lumbar spine. And we can bring our hands beneath the knees. And we can just bring the legs up, open them and close them. So inhale, just trying to straighten the knees. Exhale, open. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, coming back down, pulling the knees towards us, and then repeating like this. So we're not like abandoning the legs, we're keeping them supported with our hands. And then like this, with the Knees on either side, we can rock back and forth. Opening the hips relieves tension in the lower spine. So oftentimes lumbar pain can be because we have tight hips. Okay, and then we're going to extend the hands. I almost lost you there. We're going to extend the hands like a T. Knees to the chest, and we're going to exhale to bring the knees over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bring them to the left, and our gaze is going in the opposite direction. So when our knees drop to the left, our gaze goes to the right. Inhaling to the center, exhaling to the right. Inhaling to center, and then we will drop our knees down. We can take our right hand and place it over the left knee, and our gaze is to the left. So rather than running away into the mind's top 10 hits, we are keeping our awareness, especially in the left hip, and working on inhaling into the left hip and exhaling relaxation. So stay here for 10 breaths. It's a great one to stay even longer. Inhaling, filling the belly, exhaling, And we'll inhale the knees back to the chest. We'll hug them, rocking a little bit back and forth, massaging the lower spine. We'll extend the right arm out, the left arm out, and then we'll exhale. We'll drop both knees to the left, resting them on the ground. Our gaze goes to the right hand, and then we can bring our left hand on top of the right knee. 10 deep breaths, fully relaxing. And where do you store tension? Only you can find that for yourself, and only you can deprogram it. I store a lot of tension in my face and my jaw if I don't pay attention. So that's one of the first places I check. We also want to pay attention to the right hip here, making sure it's relaxed. The left shoulder, the right shoulder, the throat, the neck. Again, these are really easy postures to do, but what takes practice is keeping the body relaxed in them. Keeping our awareness in the body rather than running away to the mind's top 10 hits. And then for this routine, that is it. So we will then extend the legs like we're a starfish, or we're going to make a snowman. And, spend a couple minutes here. Close the eyes. Maybe going through the body piece by piece. So starting in the toes, we inhale to the toes, relaxing the toes. Bringing our awareness to the soles of the feet, we inhale there. We exhale, relaxation there. Awareness to the top of the feet, exhaling, relaxation. Exhaling, relaxation into the ankles, the calf, the shin, the knee. Walking up the leg to the thighs, the groins, the hip. We inhale to the pelvic floor, relaxing it, anus, sexual organs. We relax the lower belly, the rib cage, the heart. Putting a few breaths in the heart center, inhaling here and exhaling relaxation. We exhale relaxation into the left buttocks and the right. Inhaling into the lower spine, and if you have pain here especially, you want to spend extra time just relaxing it. And again, that's something you can do at any point in your day. So wherever you find pain in your life, make it a point of taking deep relaxing breaths into that place. So you're bringing your awareness with the inhale to that place. And then exhaling, feeling ourselves letting go of muscle tension. Exhaling relaxation to the mid-spine, between the shoulder blades, the shoulders, the neck and throat and jaw and tongue. We relax our lips, our nose, our eyes, our forehead. We relax the mind, keeping our awareness on what it feels like to inhale and exhale. I like to inhale joy into the heart and exhale a big smile on the face. Sometimes our joy can be the cause of our smile. Other times our smile can be the cause of our joy. And then when we finish, we want to slowly kind of wake the body up, maybe stretching overhead, knocking over your phone. And then we can roll into the fetal position on one side, taking 3 deep breaths here. And then slowly we sit on our knees in the kneeling position, or sitting cross-legged. Inhale the hands to the heart, and we thank ourselves for taking this time to relax and rejuvenate the body. Thanks for taking this time for yourself. Namaste.